Badass, a lover of tattoos, great white sharks, dark chocolate, and things that go bump in the night. So that's a whole. She's making her comedy debut under the best of conditions at a cabaret designed to tell Valentine's Day to fuck off. This has been a minute, it's been about 2 months since we shared a stage. Put your hands together. Come on.
Hello, my name is Lovejoy, and tonight is my comedy debut. As if you haven't had enough trauma that you bought tickets to an Anti-Valentine's Day cabaret, you get to watch me lose my comedy virginity as well. Spoiler alert, my clothes stay on. I see some familiar faces in the audience. I want to thank those people for coming here tonight. I have some co-workers from the lab here tonight as well. I'm about to make Monday really awkward. I don't work from home that day. I'll be at the office early. I know that you're looking at me and thinking like, wow, how did the lab snap such an awesome employee? I'm sure many of you were really thinking, you fucking work at the lab. In all seriousness, I'm really good at my job. I can't tell you what it is. But I do have to say that they take their diversity initiatives very seriously. Queer, midlife career change, feminist, liberal, multiracial children, tattoos. I took a lot of boxes for them in one person. I finalized a year-long divorce in December of 2022. Anybody else here divorced? Let me say congratulations, right? I wish that that's what you all actually said, but most of you make it really fucking awkward and quiet. Like it's a funeral. I had co-workers, I changed my name as part of my divorce, and I sent out my new email signature, and a lot of my co-workers called me or messaged me, and they said, oh my God, did you get married over the weekend? First I laughed, then I suppressed the urge to yell, fuck no, because let me tell you, the third time was not the charm. And then I very politely said, no. I finalized a divorce at the end of last year, and I find I talk slower at the lab because of all the men. So then there's like either awkward silence, or they come back and say, oh, well, if you had gotten married, I would have told you congratulations. Well, fuck yeah, tell me congratulations, please, right? I left a toxic marriage where I lost my time, my resources, my health. A lot of people don't do that, so we need to normalize and celebrate these moments when people say that this is no longer serving. Thank you. I won fucking divorce parties and showers and registries. We should be celebrating the end of misery as much as we celebrate the fucking beginning of it. So one of the worst parts of, being divorced is going back out and trying to date again. And a friend of mine from out of state said, oh, well, what's your dating pool like? I said, have you ever been to a carnival when you were a kid? She was like, yeah. I said, do you remember that game where you had to, take a ping pong ball and bounce it or throw it to get it into the fishbowl? That's my dating pool, that fishbowl. It's really tiny, it smells a little weird. I'm the beta swimming around in circles. We're the alpha because of the switch. Regardless, it's really claustrophobic, right? And it feels like everyone in Santa Fe has either fucked each other, or they want to fuck each other, or they're fucking each other at the same time. And I'm like, what happened to diseases? Right? STIs, remember those? I'm a Gen X kid. We grew up in the 80s where having sex could literally fucking kill you. You know, I didn't lose my virginity till I was 18 because I was terrified of that. And then I made up for it later, you know. Come on. My last job was at the Department of Health, and I learned that New Mexico is consistently at the top of the list for having one of the highest rates of STIs in the nation. And during COVID, we went up a couple of places. I mean, I'm glad we're at the top of the list for something, don't get me wrong. It's clearly not sex education. A lot of people assume that because I'm an intimacy coach that I practice, you know, ethical non-monogamy or polyamory, but I don't do fuck around and find out. Because literally that is what it is. Either you or your partner fucks around and you find out, well, do we have the capacity? Can we communicate? Can we weather jealousy? Can we schedule appropriately? There's expectations and boundaries. It's a lot of work, you know, and I really admire people that put that kind of energy into what they need for their own pleasure. But at my age, like, my capacity just really isn't there. And I'm just at a point where, like, I have enough concern for one partner in my, like, sexual safety. Because any day, I can just easily tweak my neck for a week by looking too fast to the left. My best friend called me a couple weeks ago and we do a podcast together. And he said, I can't record today, I'm in bed. I'm like, oh my God, do you have COVID? Do you have the flu? He was like, no, I hurt my back. I said, well, how the fuck did you hurt your back? And there was silence. I said, you hurt your back having sex, didn't you? He was like, shut the fuck up. He had been trying to flip his partner midway through a position, and I'm like, oh no, you can't do that anymore, girl. So, like, I think, you know, maybe we don't need multiple partners. We need to really be exploring life alone at this point. He actually called me later that same night and was like, oh my God, I fell in my bathroom. And I was like, oh, you just need to go back to them. Just do that. One of the, for me, more exciting parts of being single and celibate for the last 15 months, which I have been by choice, is kind of just rediscovering the joy of masturbation. There are so many, even in the past couple of years that I haven't been on the market, there are so many new things and toys and devices and stimulants and everything. And it's just an amazing, you know, array of things that we have out there. You can get things that, you know, for vibration, penetration, to imitate oral stimulation, everything under the sun. And this is why the culture of white male incels completely perplexes me. And I called out white males because you are the Taylor Swifts of the world. You're the problem, it's you. But seriously, like, buy a fucking fleshlight. How hard is it? We should have like a telethon. Because for the price of an AK, we could fund an entire community of men in Idaho. Or we could start small, and I'll do the GoFundMe. I'll put you in the first $100. Like, let us help you help yourself get off. One of my favorite parts of masturbation is just the fact that I don't have to talk to fucking anybody. You know? Like, I just don't have to massage anyone's ego. I don't have to tell them their dick is bigger than it really is. I don't have to pretend like they're eating pussy better than they are. You don't have to do that throaty moan that every female in this room knows what I'm talking about. my house at any time of day that I want to. I can find a position that's comfortable for me. If I get hungry and I want a snack, I can just get that without someone getting offended. I can fall asleep on myself, and I'm not going to be mad because that's self-care. I'm taking care of me. The best fucking part, and what makes it hard to date again or think about partnering, is that I'm pretty much guaranteed to come every fucking time. That's hard to beat. I am hitting a point where I think I would like to be intimate with someone again just because I have things that I would like to do that I can't do by myself. Like, I'd like to learn how to do shibari, you know? Shut the fuck up, they said. I can't tie myself to my bed, right? Without, you know, kind of risking a sequel of Gerald's Game, and nobody wants to see that again. So, you know, it might be time. I want to thank you all for popping my comedy cherry tonight. If you want to help in my celibacy, you can find me with job applications and background checks in the back of the room. I want to thank Porter for her wonderful introduction